Stop number 24 on the NNSCRA Mello Racing Series brings us to Dover Downs International Speedway in Dover, Delaware for the running of the MBNA 200 as we are set for 60 laps of racing on this 1 mile high bank racetrack, a track that'll chew up cars and spit them out pretty much. So that being said, here's the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole, it is Nathan Ormond, car number 27, the Castrol GTX Chevrolet. He'll be flanked by car number 26, one number down. That is Carson Gunn in the Dr. Pepper Chevrolet. Second row, we'll see car 00, Seth Cole, at the wheel of the Cheez-It Pontiac. He's alongside car number 18. That's Trent Dunham. He's in the MBNA Pontiac, the race sponsors car. Third row has Kat Matson in car number 9, the Gain Detergent Ford. She's alongside number 24, Charles Sanford, the Pepsi Chevrolet. Fourth row has Stephen Colon in car 77, the Dollar General Chevrolet. He's alongside car number 36, Igor Barreto, at the wheel of the Stanley Tools Pontiac. Fifth row has Joshua Osborne in 38 and number 62, Zach Winkle. Sixth row sees number 89, Quentin Moore, and number 33, Jacob Thibodeau. Going to row number 7, we see number 98, Dougie Shears, and 34, Al Lagacy. Next row down will be car number 32, Derek Edison, and number 4, that is William Brock. Next row down has number 17, Jessica Shelton in the DeWalt Tools Chevrolet. Flanking Jess will be number 88, Allison Rain in the Navy Chevrolet. Next row is number 93, Laura Chung, and number 22, Jeff Scott. Next row down is Cole Beaver, number 3, and number 7, Kyle Matthews. Next row down has number 48, Jesse Turner, and beside him will be number 66, that is Zachary Fitzwater. Next round has number 5, Kev Shear in the National Guard Chevrolet, and number 87, Paul Minnick in the Bell South Mobility Chevrolet. Next row down is number 8, Rob Evans, and number 15, Ryan Brommer. Next row is number 45, James Sykes, and number 10, Keith Batson. Next row down has Lucas Martins in 72, and number 60, Levi McIntyre, coming from way up. He's the points leader coming in this event. Next row down is Daniel Bouchard, the winner at Richmond, number 74, Defina Loop Chevrolet. Number 2, Dylan Young in the AC Delco Chevrolet. Next row down has number 92, Cement Ozcon at the wheel of his Excedrin Chevrolet, and number 63, Connor Breton. Next row down has number 99, Dylan Ibrahimian, and number 1, Daniel Gatrock. And starting shotgun is number 37, Muhammad Abdullah, and number 44, Cole Kawabe. So that's your starting lineup for today's race. Excuse me. Here at Dover Downs International Speedway, as we have 6 races remaining on the season here, counting this race here at Dover, and we're down. And it's going to be an interesting race here today. Obviously, as we near the race to the championship in the Castrol in both the Mello Racing Series and the Castrol GTX Cup Series. So there you have it with that. The final 5 races of the season after this race here, by the way, I should say at Dover, we'll be heading to South Boston Speedway next on the tour. The final short track race of the season under the lights at South Boston Speedway, that little 0.4 of a mile racetrack here. So it should be a great race to watch there. After that will be the Mello 300 at Charlotte. Then after that race will be the AC Delco 200 at Rockingham. Then the Subway 200 at Phoenix, and then the series finale, the Slick 50 300 at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So that's your final 5 races after this here at Dover. Here comes the command to fire the engines for the MBNA 200.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
That's a way to get a race going right there. So the commands begin to fire the engines here as the pace car leads the field off the pit road for the pace up, and we'll be back for the start of the race right after this.
Gentlemen, start your engine! 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 Gentlemen,
Field being led through turns number 3 and 4 here. Pace car is already off of pit road. Field will be led in the hands of Nathan Orman in car 27 and number 26 Carson Gum as the field comes off turn number 4. Here at Dover and looking for a green flag, and they did it. The MBNA 200 is on. Speeds here at Dover, you'll see today upwards of 160 miles per hour on this racetrack. As they come to the start finish line, Nathan Orman leads that number 1. You saw, I don't know if there still are. Oh, problems already! It's the top 2 in the points, Levi McIntyre and Dylan Young! They have spun in part of the first caution flag of the day. Samantha Oscom is also involved. And that is the points leader, Levi McIntyre. He was involved in the crash. The Aflac Ford Fusion. Something gone terribly wrong with that machine. And there's number 2 in the points, Dylan Young, the AC Delco Chevrolet. He also involved. Caution flag flies for the first time, and Nathan Orman led him back to the start-finish line. Take a look again as to what happened. That caution flag happening at the end of the first lap of this race here. Well, as they were getting ready to complete the first lap, Daniel Bouchard pushed right into Dylan Young is what it looked like. They were 3 wide there behind. Bouchard just squeezes Young and McIntyre both into the wall. There were also 3 wide there between Paul Minnick, James Sykes, and Rob Evans, but they didn't wreck. And there you see Oscon's car getting right into the inside wall there, but Dylan Young spins as well too. McIntyre runs over the commitment cone, and oh my gosh, this may have huge points implications right there if both McIntyre and Young are both knocked out of race there. McIntyre had one of our in-car cameras here to look from his view. Didn't appear that McIntyre was all that damaged up on his machine right there, and I see him and Dylan Young are still running right now. So good news, at least for both those cars there. So nobody got knocked out of the race because of that crash. License and pace car are now off as we're about to get set for green flag racing here at Dover Downs International Speedway in the MBNA 200. We'll be on lap number 7 when this race restarts here, so we'll have 6 laps down in the books and 54 laps remaining. We'll also have 60 as well for the Castrol GTX Cup Series race. The this track here, the Peak Antifreeze 400. And that race will be the 28th stop on the season. So, as that series also is heading down to its conclusion in the road to the championship. So, meantime, Orman's your leader. Second is Carson Gunn. Then it's Seth Cole, Kat Batson, Trent Dunham, Stephen Colon, Joshua Osborne, Charles Sanford is in 8th. And Quentin Moore and Dougie Shears, the top 10, as the green flag flies back again. We're back underway here at Dover, averaging 66.368 miles per hour because of that caution flag, obviously. As we go into turn number 3 right now, here comes Carson Gunn trying to close up to the leader here, and he's got a good run off turn number 4. Carson moves to the low side of Orman, and he'll take the lead. So Carson Gunn takes the Dr. Pepper Chevrolet up to the top spot. Second position is now Orman, and Seth Cole and Kat Batson trying to find their way around. Going beyond the running order here, Igor Barreto right now runs in 11th position. 12th right now is Zach Winkle. 13th at this point is Derek Edison. 14th is Jacob Thibodeau. Jessica Shelton's 15th. And another lady that is Laura Chung. She's in 16th. Cole Beaver 17th. 18th is Al Legacy. Battle for 19th between William Brock and Allison Rain. And throw in Jesse Turner, Kev Shearer, and Zachary Fitzwater in the mix as well too. Oh, Kev just put the side bumper to that number 4 car of Brock and says, "Out of my way, William." Kev Shearer looking a little bit racy here today in number 5, National Guard Chevrolet, the Landon Castle specialty driving, and he just got by Brock, and now he also gets by Allison Rain as well too in the 88 car. So Kev moves his way up into 19th position right now in the National Guard Chevrolet. He's got a fast race car under the hood of that machine there, and if he keeps moving up like he is right now, he end up getting himself a solid finish here today, and he's knocking the door to the top 10 in the points, in fact, too. He's been one of those drivers that's been quietly running good so far in this season. Rain runs 21st right now, 20th I should say. Fitzwater's with 21st at this point. Jesse Turner's 22nd, 23rd is Rob Evans, 24th is Paul Minnick. And it's Ryan Brommer, 26th, 27th is William Brock, Kyle Meck is 28th, 29th is Jeff Scott, 30th. Battling for 30th is Keith Batson along with Lucas Martins, and actually Lucas Martins is in 30th position. 31st is our Richmond winner, James Sykes. And Connor Breton is in 31st, I should say it's 33rd. No, he's 32nd, excuse me. 33rd is Cole Queeby. 34th is Dylan Abrahamian. 35th is Muhammad Abdullah. 36th is Daniel Getrock. Then same Oscon. 37th. 38th is Dylan Young. 39th is Levi McIntyre. And 40th, unfortunately for him, is Daniel Bouchard. Back to leaders, it's still Carson Gum in car 26, leading the race right now. After 15 laps in the books, Seth Cole is now second. Third is now Cat Batson in car number 9, the game detergent Ford. That car will have track gear to sponsor it next season. Maybe a Ford Thunderbird. As you jump on board with Cat Batson in car number 9, and you're looking at she's got the best seat in the house as far as the battle for the lead, because here comes Seth Cole inside Carson Gunn, and Seth's going to take the lead. Good racing going on here in the early going with the MBNA 200 here. The 24th stop of the season, I think it is. We're of course also having talks of an expanded schedule possibly in the Mello Yello Racing Series for season 3 of this series. And we're looking to possibly add a couple of tracks on the circuit here and try to get a balance here between short track racing, the 1 mile tracks, and the intermediate tracks, and of course keep our 2 super speedways and 2 mile tracks in California, Michigan, and the play tracks of Daytona and Talladega. And of course try to have 2, maybe even 3 road courses possibly. I'm not sure how many for sure. We know for sure Mid Ohio and Watkins Glen will stay on the schedule as far as road courses are concerned, but we're not. But after testing, we are not coming back to the Indy road course this season after the disaster that race left us. We're not going back to the Indy road course this season. We're just doing IRP as far as the Indy Super Weekend. So that's coming up for season 3 here, and of course, some of the tracks that we had on the circuit, of course, this season are staying put, though. And Dover, of course, being one of those tracks, as this track will still have 2 races in this next season. As we watch Trent Dunham running in 4th position. Behind him, Joshua Osborne in 5th. 6th position is Stephen Cologne. 7th is Dougie Shears. Battle for 2nd here. Here comes Kat Matson, KAB Enterprises, going at it here. The 9-gain detergent Ford. And she makes her way up to 2nd place right now. And Seth Cole, now the one she's going to have to chase down, or try to chase down, let's put it that way. Dougie Shears from 7th position. 8th is still Charles Samper. 9th is her pole sitter, Nathan Orman. And 10th position is Zach Winkle in the South Point Hotel and Casinos Chevrolet. That's one of the 3 Chevy Impalas in the field. There is Quentin Moore, car 89. He's another Impala in the field. This is the Colorado National Speedway. He also won this season opening Games 300 at Daytona. Let's see if Quentin Moore machine running in 12th position right now. Breaking up in the back of the 32 car of Derek Edison in 11th position right now. Laura Chung up to 13th position. 14th is Igor Barreto. 15th is now Kev Shearer. 16th is Jacob Thibodeau. Then Jessica Shelton's matching her car number in 17th position. Then it's Al Lagacy, Cole Beaver, and Zachary Fitzwater in the top 20. And that car, by the way, of Shelton's, that's going to be her sponsor next season in the Casualty Kits Cup Series. By the way, the DeWalt paint scheme is going to be on board Shelton's team next season in the Cup Series, and it'll be a Ford next season as well too. No word on what route she wants next season in Mello Yello just yet. Meantime, some scattering going on right here. Here comes Carson Gum at the 2nd position, but here comes Dunham down the low side. Dougie Shears making his presence felt too in the top 5 position. He's at the 4th spot now. Stephen Cologne, he's going for it as well too. The winner of he was the winner of that Indy Road Course race, by the way, this season. And knowing Stephen, he'll take it any way he can, obviously too. As one of the announcers I grew up listening to back in the day says, they're all like line drives in the box score when it comes to wins. So. And Stevens in good condition for maybe possibly a 2nd victory of the season if he can somehow pull it off here at Dover. We are halfway home now, 30 laps in the books and 30 laps to go. Here at Dover, Cologne trying for 3rd position now on car number 98. That is Dougie Shears. Carson Guns is down to 5th position. Now he's got Joshua Osborne all over his back bumper. Osborne running 6th. And the Great Clips Toyota, he's the only Toyota in the field. That car's going to be a Ford next season. It'll have Barbasol as a sponsor on that machine. And no word on what ride Osborne wants for next season as well too for the 1997 Busch Series car set. But he right now running strong at this point here. Joshua now is taking 5th position away from Dougie Shears. Now tries to go low on Carson Gunn for 4th spot now as they come on to number 4. Meantime, some positions being exchanged back there. Zach Winkle running in 9th position. 10th position is now Nathan Ormond. And Quentin Moore now taking a 11th position away from Derek Edison as they come off turn number 4. Edison fighting back on the outside though, trying to stay tough in that outside lane, but unfortunately for Quentin, he wins the battle in that bottom lane of the track. Unfortunately for Edison, I should say, as they come off turn number 4, and now Laura Chung dips low, and she's going to try to take 12th spot away, and now here comes Quentin Moore like a shot out of a cannon, tries to take 10th now for Nathan Ormond. So Orman, who started from the pole and led the first few laps of this race there, is now falling back a little bit, trying to work his way back up to the field in that Castrol Chevrolet. Meantime, it's two of the Tweenix guys here. It's Seth Cole leading and Trent Dunham in second position. Two Pontiacs up in the top two spots, and here comes Dunham, the winner at Talladega this season, the second Talladega race as well. He's trying to take a move for the lead here, and he will not do it. But now Joshua Osborne tries to go low on Stephen Colon for the third position now. But Colon says, "No way, Joshua! I'm staying in that position and want to try to improve my position here at Dover." But here comes Dunham down the low side on Seth Cole. Side by side looking for the top spot as they come off turn number 4. Trent's going to take the lead off turn number 4. He's got it. So Dunham takes the lead on lap number 39, and here he comes, or I should say lap 38. And here comes Cologne down the bottom of the track here. Seth Cole being hung out the drive. It's a term you usually hear at Daytona and Talladega, but not at Dover. Carson Gunn trying to give him some help there in a number 26 machine, but now Joshua Osborne now the one being stuck in the bottom of the track here with no help. But now he's got Steven Colon up ahead in front of him, trying to keep him ahead. And now Carson Gum, Dougie Shears, trying to get in this battle as well too. And now Kat Batson looks slow on the 98 car of Dougie Shears, but she's got no power. But she's got can't muster enough speed to try to get there. And now here comes Carson Gum for third position now on Osborne. And Joshua's car pushes up the track right now, and look at him fall backwards, unfortunately for him. And whoa, Dougie Shears got really close to him, come off to number 4, and here goes a crossover move by that 38 car as he gets by Seth Cole. So some shuffling going on right now here at Dover as we're heading down to the nitty-gritty of this race right now here. This time back completes the 43rd lap. You'll be down to 17 laps remaining here at Dover. As they come off turn number 4, still Trent Dunham out in front. You can bet he hopes his Cup car will run this good for the Pete Antifreeze 400 Castrol GPX Cup Series race. Stephen Colon, though, he's trying to close up there. He's at the second position now. He's got Carson Gum, Osborne, and Shears behind him. Dougie Shears, of course, is known around the garage area as Super Shears, and he is trying to find some super move right now. They're trying to work his way back up to the front position now, and try to contend for the win here. And of course, you can bet he and Osborne and Gum, and now the 62 car of Zach Winkle in the caboose of that line right there, that black and gold machine, trying to stay in the draft and try to work their way up to the 18 car of Dunham. But Dunham is pulling ahead right now, and we saw this, I believe, at Richmond in the Mello Racing Series event there, where Daniel Bouchard pulled ahead and took a very convincing win. Dunham hopes to do the same thing here, but as we come off to number 4, coming down now for 13 laps remaining. Fast lap of race so far being set by Carson Gum, 167.958 miles an hour. That is very, very fast for Dover. Off to number 4 they come here as they enter the margins this time by Cologne, trying to close up a bit in that 77 machine. And he chopped it down 0.04 of a second, down to 2900ths. And 0.04 of a second a lap at about a final 11 laps, though, that I'm not sure that's going to cut it or not. That might, provided if he stays closing up on the field here. And he only chopped it 100 that time, 28 hundredths of a second now. But so he is coming right now. The 77 machine. Dunham is in the 18. They're trying to got one eye out in the front. Got one eye out in the front and one eye on the mirror. And Lloyd Cologne really closed up that time. Gained 0.2 of a second. It's now down to 8 hundredths of a second. So we thought Dunham was pulling away and maybe on his way to a victory. Well, stay tuned right now because we're in for a heck of a battle now for the win. 9 laps to go now here at Dover. It's still Dunham in first, Cologne second, Carson Gavin in third, Joshua Osborne in fourth, and Dougie Shears now battling with Zach Winkle for fifth position, the 98 and the 62 cars. Shears driving the Lysol Ford and Zach Winkle in the South Point Chevrolet. $1,300 a second that last time by. Here comes Carson Gum. Trying to hold off Osborne for that third position here. Osborne looks to the low side. Can't quite do it. Now he'll regroup, try again. But Stephen Cologne, he's right there. 900 that time by. 7 laps remaining. He moves to the low side. Drops back just a little bit now off turn number 2. Tries to get around to turn number 3. You can bet, like I said, Trent Dunham's got one eye out the mirror and one eye on the mirror and one eye out the windshield. And Yellow Flag's flown for the first time here today, or second time today, I should say. And well, we got a crash right there through turns number. Oh, we had a big pile up, and McIntyre's in it again, the leader in the points. Jesse Turner's involved. Cole Kawabe is involved. And Jesse Turner's taking his frustration out on James Sykes in the 45 machine. Dylan Young was involved too, the number 2 driver in the points. That's 2 caution flags, and the points leader's been involved in the points. Contenders have been involved in both incidents. Take a look again as they came off turn number 4 here. Kyle Matthews was on the low side as they came off turn number 4. Inside of James Sykes. Stubbs Sykes in the wall, turns Jesse Turner around in the 48 car. How did Keith Batson miss it? I will never know. Lucas Martins gets rear-ended by the 22 of Jeff Scott. Rob Evans involved, and oh my gosh, Jesse Turner up and over, and James Sykes gets turned over by Cole Kawabe, and whoa, field goal, 3 points by the 99 car of Dylan Abrahamian. But McIntyre and Dylan Young, they couldn't avoid it, and neither could Daniel Bouchard in the 74 car. On for Levi McIntyre. This is not here. He could have won crash already today. He didn't want this. I don't think you want to be, and I don't think you want to be, and I don't think you want to be repeating what Levi's saying under his breath right now. And somehow Levi's car is still running. He and Dylan Young both. And there you see Jesse Turner coming out of the pits here, 35 miles an hour. The pit road speed limit here in Dover, in the Stacker 2 Chevrolet. Trying to salvage what he can in the race thus far. Jesse Turner right now currently running in 34th position right now. So this crash has knocked out James Sykes, Allison Rain, Cole Kawabe is knocked out, so is Cement Oscon, so is Daniel Gautrat, and so is, unfortunately for him, Daniel Bouchard. Not what Bouchard wanted after his big victory he had at Richmond, the last race in the Tour. And Turner, yeah, now he's going down the racetrack right now. And close up on Dylan Young. And I think Turner may be coming back down pit road. I'm not sure on that. Keep an eye on it. Number 48, Stacker 2, Gould's Pump Chevrolet. And yet Turner's coming back down pit road. So 35 miles an hour to pit road speed limit here. And let's see what this crew does as they go back to work. He got back in for a pit penalty. I'm not sure what that was all about. So pace cars lights are off, and we are going to get set for green flag racing. And boy, Trent Dunham did not want to see that yellow flag happen because Stephen Cologne was closing up before the caution flag happened. We'll have a green-white checker. We'll be restarting with 2 laps to go in this race. It's Trent Dunham, your leader. Second is Stephen Cologne. Third is Carson Gum. Fourth, Joshua Osborne. Then it's Dougie Shears. Fifth, sixth is Zach Winkle. Seventh is Cat Batson. Eighth is Seth Cole. Charles Sanford is in ninth. And 10th is Nathan Ormond. So green flag is about to fly here lap number 59. We'll have 2 laps to go. Here in the MBNA 200, who's it going to be? Dunham looking for a second victory of the season. Cologne looking for his second. Carson Gum, Osborne, and the 98 cars are all looking for their first victory of the season. And Dunham got the restart he needed. Here comes Carson Gunn down the left side of Stephen Cologne as he goes into turn number 3. Does Cologne have anything on the coming to a white flag? He'll have 1 lap remaining here at Dover. 24 hundredths of a second, the margin that time by Trent Dunham, the number 18 MBNA Pontiac. He won the second race at Talladega this season. And here's about to come off turn number 4, and he's going to do it today here at Dover. His second victory of the season. Trent Dunham wins the MBNA 200 at Dover. Trent Dunham goes to victory lane here in the MBNA 200, the Texas Terror as they call him. Excuse me. Stephen Cologne with a fine performance finishes second. Third will go to Carson Gum. Fourth will go to Dougie Shears. Joshua Osborne will come home fifth. Sixth to Zach Winkle. Seventh to Cat Batson. Eighth will go to Seth Cole. Ninth to Charles Sanford. And Igor Barreto got past Nathan Ormond to finish in 10th position. Average speed 126.081 miles per hour. In what was a tremendous race here today at the Monster Mile. So rest of the finishing order we'll have for you here. Quentin Moore comes home in 11th position. 12th will go to Nathan Ormond. 13th, Laura Chung. Then Derek Edison. Kev Shearer, the top 15. Jessica Shelton, 16th. 17th will go to Al Lagasse. Cole Beaver, 18th. 19th, Zachary Fitzwater. And 20th will go to Jacob Thibodeau. 21st was Paul Minnick. Then William Brock, Keith Batson, Kyle Matthews, Ryan Brummer, the top 25. Then Jeff Scott, Connor Breton, Lucas Martin, Dylan Abrahamian, and Muhammad Abdullah. That's 26 to 30. Then Dylan Young, 31st position. 32nd to Rob Evans. 33rd to Levi McIntyre. So going to be a whole new ball game when it comes to the points now. Coming into South Boston, the next race on the tour. 34 cars finished the race here today. 33 of them on the lead lap. Amazingly, with Dylan Young and Levi McIntyre, I don't know how those two still finished on the lead lap after being involved in 2 crashes. Jesse Turner was 34th. He was 2 laps down, unfortunately for him, after being involved in that wreck with about 6 laps remaining. Cars out of the race was James Sykes, Allison Rain, Cole Kwebi, Cement Oscon, Daniel Gatrock, and Daniel Bouchard. And Bouchard did not need that after that big win he had at Richmond. So that will do it here today at Dover. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We also got We got everything on the channel. We got NR races, we got gaming videos, we got NR online videos. Excuse me. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Store Sell Cup series, which is the main series on this channel. And if you want in on his series next season, he'll just get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out other two NNSCRA offline series, the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup series from Thrashmania99. Subscribe to that channel for some cool stuff here, and also subscribe to X86753985AX. He's the man that does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup series. So be sure to subscribe to those two channels for some cool stuff. You will not regret doing so. Same with subscribing to this channel as well too. So that will do it here today at Dover. Congratulations once again to Trent Dunham, the winner of the MBNA 200. And for now, this is James Clausen, production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at South Boston Speedway for the next Mello racing event. And we'll also see you for the Castrol GTX Cup Series event right here at Dover, the Peak Increase 400.